right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready?
Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Kickin It with 80s Baby. I'm your host, Dario. What my friends call me D. Tonight we're gonna be talking about probably nothing, but just bullshit, I guess, because I'm bored. What's good, bro? How's it going? But yeah. Last week I didn't do a show. I wasn't up to it. I don't think I did a show. No, I didn't. I didn't do a show. I was busy, so I wasn't trying to just like put anything out and just rush it. I got some sort of a plan or schedule or whatever the hell you want to call it today, but not really. But it's gonna be a short one. It'll probably just be an hour or so. Last week I didn't do much, just work. That's about it. Ain't do nothing. And this week's almost the same thing, man. It's just been boring, getting close to Christmas and the new year, getting ready for that. Just not busy, but just more in tune at work and other things, shit like that. And trying to organize my warehouse down here in the basement. It's pretty cold today, so that's why I'm not trying to be here for all night. But yeah, man, let's get into it. I want to talk to you about, like stuff that happened back in the day in music and shit like that. Well, music I listen to, which is like rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. And maybe talk about some other stuff. Gearing up, like I said, we're getting close to Christmas, so maybe let's talk to shit about that and New Year's and everything. But and again, like if you guys, whoever's in the chat and on live or whatever is watching, if y'all want to be down and call up and stuff like that, you don't have to put in a video. You don't have to have a video camera. You could just call audio, but the link is in the chat. You could just click, and what's up, bro? And then call up. My man, Michael, what's going on, man? Everybody's good, brother. Hope you're doing well too, man. How's it going? Thank you all for joining. And for those that do watch the replay, appreciate you. Thank you for that. Still trying to figure out what the hell I'm trying to do here, but I appreciate the ones that tune in all the time. Dragon Eyes, Michael, a few others that they tune in weekly whenever I'm on. Appreciate you guys. Tune in for the RLU monthly show, so that's cool. Hopefully everybody's week's been all right. Well, the past couple weeks have been all right. We got a little bit of flurries on Sunday. My ass stood home, had a bum day, just chilled at the house. It's been cold these past 3 days, so whatever. But yeah, so I guess let's get right to it, right? Today is December the 13th, and back in the day, I was always subscribing to The Source and Double XL magazine. I used to love reading them shits every month. Always get them in the mail, right? And if I didn't get them in the mail, I would go buy it at like magazine stores that like grocery stores that had magazines and shit like that. CVS and not CVS, Rite Aid used to have them before they went out of business. I used to get my magazines from there. And I subscribed to them and shit, but it was always Double XL and The Source. I'm trying to get my magazines back, but they're at my mother-in-law's house, and I haven't gone to go get them. because he had them in paper bags, and them shits all ripped. But yeah, that was one of the things, and I want to bring them in. So like for the month that I'm in, that we're talking, so like the December issue, I'll like skim through it and bring shit up each episode or whatever, whatnot. We could just go through them. Today, I just want to keep it like, been listening to music the past couple of days, like obviously old shit. I'm so out of tune of the new stuff, but yeah. So like, let's keep it. Let's hope this shit ain't that loud. Whoa. I hope, I don't even know if YouTube's gonna fuck with me with this because I'm playing music, but I really don't care, to be honest with you. They kick me off, it's whatever. Yeah. So in back in the day, on this day today, Nas drops his 6th album. It was called Godson, and they had Made You Look and Heaven and what other fucking I just went blank. A few other songs, man. It was a pretty dope album. Let's see. Oh, Get Down. That was a dope song. Made You Look. Zone Out was dope. Thug's Mansion with Tupac. That was kind of corny. I don't like it. Heaven was probably one of my favorites, along with Made You Look and the remix. Obviously, because Jadakiss, this motherfucker rips it. We're gonna have to do an episode on just the verses with the Lox and Dipset, because I think that was the peak of the verses, was the Lox and Dipset, because the Lox, man, Jadakiss single-handedly just ripped everybody. You know what I mean? But let's see. Oh, it just started raining in Chicago. Yeah. Hopefully you don't get no big ass snow or something like that. Oh, that's what's up. I gotta come to NYC and check out my parents. I know the snow's coming soon up north. Yeah, like it would. I heard that it snowed more in New York than it did up here by me in Jersey. But it was gone like the next day, bro. It was gone. Yeah. Oh, you been buying lowriders? Yeah, I was getting a Super Street and import mags, and but it was always the Source and Double XL. I got a ton, bro. I got a ton of magazines. I literally got to go get them. I tried to get them last week, but the bag was all ripped up, so I wasn't gonna try to carry, like, make multiple trips. I gotta get a box or something and put them in the box and then go get them. They're in the attic. Luckily, no one's throwing them out, so I can reuse them and shit. Let's see. Old school 80s and 90s R&B is the mainstay on my playlist. Yo, so I listened to this one podcast. It's called Take It Personal on Apple Music, right? Or whatever. They're on other stuff, but it's called Take It Personal, the podcast, and they play music, and they do playlists. Like, they did like a 5-6 part of like 93 or something, 94, things like that, right? One of the years, for New Year's, they dropped the 80s like pop music stuff, a lot of the movie soundtrack shit. Yo, dude, the whole New Year's, like Eve and day, I was just listening to that shit. Everybody's counting down. I had my headphones on blast, pumping all that music. It was like about 2 or 3 hours worth of music. If y'all listen to podcasts, that with music, that's definitely a good one to check out. There's a ton of shit. They do a lot of tributes and stuff. I wasn't into MF Doom like that, but when he passed away, they did a tribute, and I was like, oh damn, I knew a whole bunch of songs from him, and it was that podcast, made me remember this shit. If you hear the noise, just ignore it. Remember, I'm in a basement, B. There's gonna be mad fucking noises coming out from here. And I live in an old house, so it's not the house moaning. It's probably like this house is like an old ass man. This shit is moaning and groaning, b. So, but yeah, take it personal. Definitely check that out if you like 90s hip hop and shit like that. You'll appreciate it. There's a ton of stuff. My man Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds, they back with the Juan Epstein. If y'all from the tri-state, y'all definitely know it. If not, whatever, that's another one. Check it out. Juan Ep is Life on Apple and whatever you want to listen to. I think they're on YouTube too. Also, you can check them out. It's Peter Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds. He's famous DJ in New York. But yeah, so yeah, Nas drops that album, and that was I don't even remember what year it was. It was let's see, 2002, December 2002, and this right here is Zone Out. Oh, what the hell? Why this shit don't play Zone Out? What the hell? All right, well, whatever. We'll listen to Major Look. If this song didn't get you pumped, want to fuck somebody up, I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this shit. It's stopping me from playing music. Okay, whatever. But yeah. So since I can't play shit, fuck it, right? We'll just have to talk about it. But yeah, man. We that album came out. I was rocking that shit in my car like crazy, and it was just a dope album. I always said that I wasn't really a Nas fan, and next thing you know, when I'm looking through my CD case of all my music, I literally had every one of his albums, and I was like, oh, I guess I do like this motherfucker, right? And like I talked about it like a couple episodes back, he put out a new album, and it's pretty dope. King's Disease 3, KD 3. I can't even remember anymore. I'm so old, bro. I'm losing my shit. But yeah, Godson, dope album. If y'all listen to it, if y'all remember it, hit me up. Write it in the comments, whatever the fuck you want to do. What's your favorite song in that album? Like I said, mine personally is Major Look, and especially the remix with Ludacris and Jadakiss. But what else? Mobb Deep dropped Infamy. It's a pretty dope album. It's like one of the later ones and shit. But it's still good, man. Mobb Deep is one of my favorite groups of all time. I was so lucky to see them perform at Rock the Bells one year, and it was just like, fuck, man. I was there with somebody, but they weren't the type of people that were into it like I was. They just went with me to go with me, but I didn't let that stop me from just fucking just zoning out, vibing with the music and shit. It was such a dope experience watching them perform. Got to see Ghostface and Raekwon. They were doing Only Built for Cuban Link. Capadonna was there too. Yo, Rock the Bells is a concert, bro. I really miss. That's a show I wish they bring back, which they did. They actually did. They brought it back this year. LL Cool J, has the Rock the Bells on Sirius XM radio. He has it. He brings it back. I stay listening to that shit all the time. But he brought back Rock the Bells this year, and due to my health, I couldn't go to the show. But it was. I heard it was good, and hopefully it continues. Cause when I went to it, the last year I went to the year I went to was the last year they did it. It was $80 a ticket, and I got to see Souls of Mischief, Nas, Lauryn Hill, Mobb Deep, Ghostface, Raekwon, Capadonna, Inspector Deck. I got to see who else was there? Shit. There was so many other performers, bro. It was like you can't get that shit for $80, yo. That's like going to Coachella or one of these big ass festivals for like 80, 70, $80, right? And you're seeing all these artists, and it's like people bitched and complained because the year after that they raised it to 100, and they were like, "Nah, it's too much money." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, y'all retarded, yo. Like, how you gonna say that's too much money? You guys are paying like 300 just to go to fucking these other festivals and a lot of like dumbed down artists, and then you get like two main ones and shit. You know, that's whatever, be. Let's see. So yeah, Mobb Deep, Infamy. Infamy had songs. Had Getaway, Hey Love with 112. Burn. There was a lot, man. Mobb Deep stayed dropping albums, and not all of the songs are hits, but probably like half of it. Let's say half of the albums are always it was dope, man. Let's see. Off topic, but when is the next chance to purge sell some pop figures? Yo, dog, I was trying to organize my stuff after the sale that one weekend, and trying to put stuff away for the next time I try to do this. I could just, here's my section for sale, and I'll just grab it and go. And I ended up finding another 2.5 boxes of more pops. I was like, yo, are you shitting me? So I ended up I ended up organizing them too. That's all that you see there. Those are all pops. Those are all pops, man. I keep finding more, and I don't even know no more. Like, I don't even know no more. But yeah. But I ended up finding this Freddy Funko, like, oversized figure. He's in like the '89 Batman suit. And I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't think nothing of any of these pops. I go scan it on one of the apps that I have, and the estimated value is about $1,200. And I was like, oh shit, okay, got to keep this motherfucker. So, yeah, the metric ton of pop. Yo, dog, I got about almost 700 logged in. And some of them are not, or some of them are doubles and triples. And if I do remember to log those in, I'll triple them. But a lot of the times, the doubles and triples that I have aren't logged in as doubles or triples. So I'm probably close to 700 pops that I have. It was a problem back then, homie. It was a problem. I'm an addict. I have an addiction. Yo, Mobb Deep, son. It was so great, man. Just, R.I.P. fucking Prodigy. Nah, I don't put these shits online, dog. I don't put them online. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump the ones that are like on the higher end. I'm gonna take them to the comic shop, have them take a look at them and see what I get out of it. I'm not trying to post these shits online because all I'm gonna get is a bunch of flakers and fucking lowballers talking about, can I give you like $10, and the pop's like 40 or 50, and then they're gonna want shit. Then they're gonna say, yo, let me look at the box, and I'm like, I can't really show you detailed stuff over pictures, and then I could probably get screwed over, on like PayPal or IG, or selling them shits on eBay. I'm not trying to deal with all that, man. So I think I'm gonna just take them to the shop and just offload what I got and just see what they offer me, But yeah, but Mobb Deep, man, it's like I said, it was a memory that I'll always remember of seeing them perform. That was my first and only time I seen them perform, and that was like the highlight of the whole show. As much as I like seeing Nas perform, I seen him a few times. I seen Lauryn Hill 3 or 4 times now, and she's cuckoo, dog. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That bitch is weird. But yeah, but that was another album that dropped on the 11th of last week. This, and then on the 7th we got what do you call it? Postmortem album that Bad Boy dropped. It was Biggie's Born Again album, which was bittersweet because it was like after his death, even though technically Life After Death was post-mortem, but it had came out already and then he passed away. So this was a true, like, after death album. But Born Again was cool for what it is. When I saw the Super 7 Ultimates figure, it reminded me of the album cover, and the Dead Wrong video, and with Eminem. And I'm not a fan of Eminem like that. Yes, I know, blasphemy. I don't like Eminem. But the album was all right, man. It wasn't like one of my favorites. I didn't like the whole, at the time, probably the biggest song out of that was the Nasty Boy with Jagged Edge and Nelly, which is a hit. Don't get me wrong, that's a hit. It still go off. If you play that shit, it still go off. It's just, I don't like when they do shit like that. Kinda, like when Pop Smoke died, and then they put out the second album and to finish shit, and they put a whole bunch of stuff. Like, some of the songs hit, and it's a good blend and like a mix. But it's just like, would he have done it? Would he have done it if he was alive? You know what I mean? Like, would he be making these type of songs if he was alive? It's just a bunch of shit I put thought into, which is probably the dumbest shit ever. Like, for me thinking about stuff like that, but yeah. But what else? Oh, last week. That's why I forgot all about that. I didn't go on last week. Last week, December 4th, my favorite rapper, my favorite artist of all times, other than Biggie, my favorite artist that's alive, Sean Carter, Jay-Z. It was his birthday on December 4th, right? And I've seen Jay-Z perform about, I don't even know, 4 or 5 times already. I went to the show with my friends and my wife when the Barclays opened up, when he had like these 5 consecutive nights or some shit. I had bought tickets, and then they called me up and they said, yo, we fucked up on StubHub. We messed up, and we can't give you the tickets you bought. We gotta, accommodate you and whatever. And I used to just buy regular seats, not really know what the hell I'm buying. And they were like, yo, all we can have you have is a suite. And I was like, the fuck is a suite? And I look at my wife, I'm like, should I get the suite? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, yeah, get it. I was like, I'm like, yeah, well, if that's all you have, fuck it, I'll take it, whatever. Not knowing what the hell I was getting into, right? So we go, and we ended up taking an L ride, the people that I went with, and fucking we get there a little late. Which, if I knew it was a suite, bro, I would have been there stupid early. Because when we got there, it was literally the whole room to ourselves. There was a dad and 2 little white boys, and they looked like they were eating some shit. But they had food. But since nobody was in the suite, they took the food away. But they had chicken tenders and shit. And there was a couple of drinks in the fridge. And I was so mad that we got there late, because I was like, yo, if we were there earlier, we probably would have got free grub and all this shit. But yeah, I watched that, and I was more excited to have the people that I was with be excited about being at the show watching Jay perform, because I know it's impossible probably now to go see if he does a show to perform, but back then it was something worth watching, man. It was to be there, to say you watch the show. I seen this motherfucker do the Black Album when he's supposedly retired. I saw that. I saw him again. I've seen him a few times, bro. And I try to go to the 20th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. I try to go to the B-side. It's damn near impossible to get tickets to go see this man anymore. Forget about the B-side concert. That shit was about $800 a ticket to go stand in a small ballroom. I almost did it, but I was just like, yo, this is crazy. I can't do this shit. But yo, it was just the dude is my favorite. He is my favorite. He's not just Jay-Z, Beyonce's husband. You know, fuck that bitch. That's the GOAT. What is wrong with this? Why doesn't this play anything? Jesus. Sorry about that. I kind of wanted to play music and I can't. That sucks. Gonna have to figure out a way. But yeah, man. Let's see what else. I really don't know. But yeah, what's one of y'all favorite albums? What's one of your favorite groups? Do y'all listen to hip? It doesn't have to be hip hop. It could be anything. You know, y'all said you like R&B and shit. What's one of your favorite R&B albums? I've been on a heavy R&B trip this past, like I said, maybe since Saturday. I've been on some R&B shit, especially 90s. Last week, I was posting on my stories a bunch of R&B, and that's because I be on this kick on a Timbaland and Missy kick, you know, with the beats from back then. Because Timbaland, bro, whew. Talk about the original verses with him and Swiss Beats. Another one. Definitely gotta watch that shit. Let's see. You just reminded me, homie. I wanted to bring my boombox. I have the Sony Sports, the yellow joint, and I have a purple joint, but they should be eating on my tapes. I don't know where to take it to get fixed. Who makes a good boombox anymore? I got an expensive bump box, and that sound was weak. Any recommendations on Joe? You listen to these things from headphones. So, I have bought my beats from Dre, and I got them customized with paint from one of my homies, his brother, Rebel Air, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that was his name. But he did some beats for me, and this is when Tidal was just coming out. So I did the top tier on Tidal because they were like, yo, the regular sound, you could hear it, but it doesn't sound good. But then if you get the high quality Tidal subscription, you get to hear like it in high quality, and not for nothing, it did sound different. It sounded a lot better. But as far as like stuff now, like I had a beatbox that I got from my boy's mom's that works at PC Richards. I ended up getting one. Yo, that shit lasted for years, dog. And then just one day it just went and it just flatlined on me. I still have it though. I still have it. Hold up. This shit dusty as hell, but it's one of the OGs, yo. This is one of the OGs. This shit right here, whew, this shit was knocking. This shit knocked. I used to bump that shit all the time. My wife used to bump that shit all the time. But like, as far as like stuff goes now, I don't even know. We buy like portable speakers. Yeah, it was. It was. It's not that shit now. That shit's like plastic down now. But we buy like speakers here and there, and them shits don't sound any good anymore. To be honest with you, like I don't even have. I was using the AirPods, and even those shits I don't even use anymore because I'm not even listening to shit like that. And when I do, it's on my speaker, you know. That's a good question, man. Oh shit, you know who did? Fuck. There was the bump box, is that the one? The bump box, is that the one that looks like a radio, like an old school radio, but that is an MP3 player? Is that the one? Or is that something else? I know there's one that looks like an old school jam box, like a Beatmaster. The what do they call the big old boom boxes, the big joints, right? Someone was putting them out, and I heard those were good, but kind of pricey, like around the 200-300 range. But I heard those were all right. Yo, Keenan, bro, what's good? How you doing, man? Let's see. Favorite R&B albums is Intro, an Intro album that came out in '93. The H-Town Fever of the Flavor. Yeah, H-Town was rocking heavy. Yeah, Ghetto Blasters is the old joints, but they put out some new ones that look like kind of resembles them, and they're all MP3 joints and Bluetooth and all that shit. I just don't remember what the hell they're called. Yeah. But the sounds weak. Damn. See, I was mad close to buying one because they had put like these special edition ones where like the paint scheme is like on an album or something or an artist, and I think they had one like for Biggie, and I was about to get that shit, and I just never did. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna do with this. But next week, if I remember, I'll bring down my my boombox that I brought that I actually took when I celebrated in 2020, right before when COVID hit, the year COVID, right? Before COVID, that January, I celebrated my birthday at the Hive, this bar that we used to go to all the time. I celebrated my birthday there, and I made it a 90s theme. And I brought my boombox. I literally dressed up the way, like I had a Kickin' rugby, baggy jeans, my Timbs. I had some goggles. That was another thing I bought. I had a Jesus piece that I bought, a Cuban link, and then my bubble, a red bubble, and my boombox, and everybody signed, like my boombox, like happy birthday and all this shit. It was pretty cool. Like, it was cool. That was like the only time I actually celebrated my birthday that I celebrated, because I was actually like, happy to have a birthday. Not like now it's back to normal. Like, fuck that. But it was I was almost buying one. I'm gonna see if maybe I could find something, but yeah, bro, Kickin' I think I ended up tossing all that shit, which I probably could fit into it now that I got fat again. But you know what I've been noticing? A lot of people adjusting baggy again. I'm like, yo, I'm right there, baby. I'm gonna kill it if it comes back fully. I'm gonna kill it. But yeah, man. Let's see what what I was listening to. I've been listening to with a lot of R&B shit. Jodeci is always a go-to. Jodeci. One of my favorite R&B songs of all time is holy shit, I'm going blank like a motherfucker. Is Jesus Christ. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll tell you who it was. Player. Cheers to you, right? I don't know if you remember this group. They're back in the 90s. They had this one hit, and one of the dudes from that group actually was in the Lollipop video with Lil Wayne, and he ended up passing away shortly after that video. Static, right? Static, something like that. But yeah, that them again. Anything that Timbaland produced is like bona fide, like a hit, bro. Like, you gotta listen to that shit, right? It's like, you just gotta listen to it. It's always a vibe, bro. Timbaland. If you have Spotify, I have Apple. I have a lot of streaming services, but so far Spotify right now hasn't missed, because I type in anything and there's a playlist for that. Apple doesn't have that many playlists like that where I go and check it out, but Spotify, fucking point on with these playlists, dog. Static Major, yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that sounds familiar. I remember the Static. I just didn't. I wasn't sure if there was anything else. Yeah. Jodeci was begging, begging bitches. I was right there with him, baby. I was right there with him, singing along and begging and shit. Yeah, since 2016. Yeah, man. I got late to the game, bro. I just started fucking with him like maybe 2-3 years ago. And I'm paying for the subscription, but 2-3 years ago is when I've been onto it heavy. When Apple kind of like switched up all this shit. Like I wasn't really finding that many playlists that I was rocking with. One of my favorite playlists right now, actually on Spotify, is it's called 90s hip hop classics or some shit like that. I'll tell you right now. I love that they have like the radio, like Nas Radio, Tribe Called Quest Radio. That's the shit that I'm listening to. But yeah, man. There's just a ton of music, yo. There's a ton of music. I can't rock with shit. Like I mostly listen to 90s, a lot of 80s stuff like pop and R&B, 80s music. Not really too much hip hop, but 90s music is forever gonna be like my shit to play. You know, it's not gonna. That shit ain't going away nowhere. Oh man, I don't know why this shit ain't playing. I don't even know if y'all can hear it, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, it's just music, man. Music's been fucking. I've been fucking with it lately again. Nothing new, just old stuff, obviously. But I've been on a period like of just listening to music, and I just want to. This one I need headphones. I can't do the beats that go in your ear and shit. And my ear holes, whatever you want to call them, they too small, so they hurt. So the regular AirPods work. Any playlist for any type of mood. I've been on Souls of Mischief radio for a few weeks now myself. Yo, word. I use a playlist for here. I use lo-fi, lo-fi shit for when I play it in the background and stuff like that. So I don't like what's that called? Lo-fi unlicensed or something like that. Some shit like that. I can't remember. I'll be playing it most of the time when I remember, at least, you know. But right now I'm only playing the one beat I have. I'm gonna try to get some more beats to keep playing constant beats in the background so it's not just silence. But this one is from DJ Abomination. He's the one that did the music on the intro for the countdown. He did that. I was trying to get it as the intro, but Chicken Burger Disco, who did my intro, he used another beat, which is cool too. So I was like, you know what? Let me get a countdown and try to incorporate this shit in there. And this is it. Hopefully y'all can hear it, but you know. It's dope. He does some dope shit. Definitely give him a follow on IG. It's DJ Abomination on Instagram. DJ_Abomination. Definitely give him a listen, a follow, whatever. If you like beats, that's what my man does. But yeah, it's cool, man. Just like I said, I've just been vibing this whole week. I'm on some chill shit for the past 2 weeks. And even like fucking with a lot of stuff. Again, like I said, Christmas is coming up, New Year's coming up. What's y'all Christmas, New Year's tradition? Y'all do anything? Just talking about on the monthly show that I watched the new Christmas Stories movie, A Christmas Story Christmas or some shit like that. And it was pretty good, man, seeing Ralphie all grown up with kids and a family. That was fun. That was cool. I liked the movie. I just rewatched for a second time Bullet Train with my wife. She hasn't seen it. So we watched that on Sunday, and I love that movie. That's one of my movies of the year. I used to like DJing my own playlist on the Pacemaker app. And I don't think it works the same, and they're looking for a membership now. I'm sick of paying for these apps. Yeah, I mean, there's so much shit out that you got to pay for. It's like you kind of lose track. I do. I'm paying for the Apple Music. I'm paying for Spotify. I'm paying for fucking Pandora. I'm paying for I don't even know what else. Just so I don't hear stupid commercials. As long as I don't hear commercials, I'm Gucci, baby. I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, for free music, subscribe now and get rid of ads. And I'm like, I don't want to hear none of that shit. But when I hear someone playing music, YouTube plays music and they start playing these fucking commercials, it irks me, B. I just want to shut that cheap ass shit off. But yeah, man. What else? Yeah, the Christmas Story was good, man. I kind of liked it. It wasn't great, but it didn't suck. So I was cool with that, right? Like I said, we seen Bullet Train. That's dope. Bullet Train was dope. But one of the movies I enjoyed like crazy this year that I kind of forgot was that the real multiverse movie, not that Doctor Strange bullshit, but it was what's that movie called? It was Everywhere. It's Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Yo, if y'all haven't seen that movie, that's the real fucking multiverse movie right there, son. That is definitely worth your watch. Y'all need to get the fuck off right now from watching me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be out in 10 minutes or so. Y'all need to go watch that shit, yo. That shit was good. We started watching the newest installment of Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. The new elves had me turn it off after the first episode. The Santa Claus? Is that a show or is that a movie? I've seen it, but I haven't clicked on it yet to watch it. I'm a fan of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, but I haven't seen the newest ones. I know there's one out. I just don't know. I didn't know it was a movie or a show. If it's a show, I'm kind of already turned off. But let me know, bro. Let me know if it's a movie or a show. I mean, after the first episode, I'm guessing it's a show. It was the first ep, right? Fuck. Speaking of episodes, right after this, I'm going straight upstairs. I'm going to go smoke. And I'm going to go watch the latest episode of Chainsaw Man. Because that shit, woo, boy, that shit is dope. If y'all watch anime, that's one to watch. I fell off of a lot of shit. Attack on Titan and, My Hero and a bunch of other stuff. But this shit got all my attention. I'm ready for every Tuesday to drop a new app. I used to be into movies. I was a fan of them too. I used to be movie. Now they have some shows on Disney Plus. Okay. So okay. All right. Yo, dog. Chainsaw Man is fucking dope. Is dope, bro. That has all my attention, yo. That has all my attention. That shit is so good. The last 3 episodes, I was just like, oh shit, what the fuck? It's so crazy. I can't wait. I'm lucky I don't read the mangas like some other friends I have. They read the mangas and they know way in advance because the mangas obviously come out prior to these shows before they're even made. But I'm excited for every app, even though my friends be like, yo, it's just gonna get crazier, and I'm just like, fuck. And it's so weird. I love spoilers when it comes to movies. I look for them. We have a chat just for spoilers, we have a chat just for spoilers. But when it comes to these animes and stuff like this, cartoons that I'm into, I don't want to get spoiled. It's funny. Yeah, I heard that too, yo. I heard that too. I can't even tell you the last time I watched Bleach, but you're like the 5th person this week or in 2 weeks that have told me this. Damn, I'm gonna have to get up on that, huh? Chainsaw Man is hitting. I've been keeping up with Bleach, 100-Year-Old Blood War, My Hero, Inspired. Yo, Cheney's always telling me about Spy Family. I gotta get into that. They had a little display at New York Comic Con actually, and I looked at it and I sent him a picture and I was like, oh shit, look, this is what you were talking about. I don't know nothing about it, but I think I'm gonna have to watch. If you know any websites other than fucking Crunchyroll or Hulu, let me know. Type it in the chat, bro, so I can know. I don't like Hulu because of those stupid commercials in the middle. I'm not trying to fucking watch a 20-minute episode take an hour and shit. And Crunchyroll, I don't even know if I'm subscribed to it, and if I am, I don't even know my password or anything like that. But I was on Crunchyroll too until what anime was on Crunchyroll that they ended up taking out? It was something, and then they took them out, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with Crunchyroll. But there's a lot of cool shit on there. But yeah, speaking of like dope music and anime, right? This all just ties right in. Samurai Champloo, right? That's how you say Champloo. Samurai Champloo has the illest soundtrack, yo. It's such a dope soundtrack. If you want to just really vibe out, zone out, go on YouTube and type in the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. Thank me later. You talking about fucking lo-fi music and shit like that? Like, yo, that soundtrack is ill. That shit is dope. Love it. Love it. Love it. You know, it's a dope ass soundtrack. But yo, hit me up in the comments after the show. DM me or fucking message me on Messenger or something. Like, recommend some music, even if it's 90s or 2000s or some shit, some anime. Let me know what I'm missing, yo. Tell me what's good. Holla at me, yo. I'm gonna call it a night. This shit went by pretty quick, but we're already at 50 minutes. But I promise you, this shit's only gonna get better. I'm still trying to figure it out. There's days that I actually I don't even want to do this shit, but I want to do this shit. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be on, but it's like, nah, I gotta be on, because next thing you know, if I don't do 1 week, then I'm not gonna do the next, and then the next, and next thing you know, there ain't no damn show. But yeah, maybe next week we'll talk about what's next week. Next week, oh shit, next week is Christmas week, right? Ninja Scroll is a good movie. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. Hit me, like I said, bro, hit me up on Messenger or DM me on IG and let me know some shit, because when I'm not doing nothing and I can't sleep at night, I'm in the middle of the night I'm just watching shit. So you give me something to watch, I'll fuck around and watch it. But next week is the week of the 23rd. Then the week after that is Christmas / New Year's. I'll probably do a show. I'll most likely do a show on the 20. I don't even know. I might do one on the 23rd, actually. I might do one on the 23rd, because I think I get out at work at 4 on the 23rd. Ninja Scroll is an old school, super nice animation in action. Oh, okay, it's old school? All right. Now y'all got my attention. I'm gonna have to watch that shit. I'm gonna have to watch it. But yo, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I know it was short. It felt short. Once I get talking, I get to talking. It feels short, but appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, my guys right here, Michael, Dragon Eyes, Santo 1440. Yo, you be on every now and then too, man. I appreciate Obi-Wan, all of y'all. Appreciate you. D Blake, if you're still on, thank you. Y'all tune in literally weekly. So, you know, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. The more you tune in, the more I'll keep doing these shows. I like talking to y'all. But have a good night. You know, again, message me, hit me up. What y'all listening to, yo? Write in the comments if you want after the show. What y'all listening to? What's good to listen? New, old, don't matter. I'll rock out with it all. Again, y'all want, I'll post up that the podcast I was talking about earlier when I started, that Take It Personal, and I'll post it up on Apple. I'll see if they have it on Spotify or what's that other shit, Podbean or SoundCloud or whatever. I'll see if they have it on there, and I'll post the links up too in the description on this show. I'll post them up so you can listen to it. It was, like I said, it was a New Year's edition. They have one with where they comment, and then there's one with no talking whatsoever. It was just straight up music. And I'll put the link up for the one for the straight up music. I'll look for it and I'll post it up. and it was just nothing but 80s pop movie songs, you know. So it was fucking great, bro. It was fucking great. And give that a listen. Send me a playlist. Hit me up. Don't be shy. Call a motherfucker. I put the link up every episode. I put the link up. Call a nigga up, man. Holla at me. Like right now, someone call up and be like, yo, you know what I'm listening to? Blah, 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 blah. Boom. All right, peace. Click. Like a radio show. All right, that's what I want. So, you know. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And good night. I'll see y'all next week, yo. Probably more than likely on Friday, all right?
This program was brought to you by the Raw Live and Unedited Podcasting Network and viewers like you. Thank you.